Good evening, everyone. Excuse my delays, Silver and her isms. Tonight we have a very special guest, and I will wait for a few of you to join before I introduce her. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's give it a few minutes and see what happens. Gizelle, Giselle, if you're there, just show me your hearts. And we can take a moment to unfold. So, happy Friday, everyone. Tonight is going to be a strictly adults only conversation. Hi. I'm just gonna just unfold really slowly. Hi G, just bear with me right there in a viewing box. I'll bring you in a moment. I just want to say good evening to everyone. It's going to be a strictly adults only conversation. So I'm going to be repeating this through the night. If you are under 18, please go to bed. If you are over 18 and prudish, this is not the conversation for you. And for those who like me to have those vibrational, very still and calm evenings, this is not the one. This is Friday. It's turn up. It's where I'm going to be a lot more interactive and a lot more hyper. So if you don't like that kind of thing, maybe come back next week. Peace and love. Gizelle, otherwise known as Golden Mistress, are you here and are you ready to come in? Wayne, how you doing? Let me see if I can go looking for you. I see you, Gizelle. But let me see if I can... Oh, it's not allowing me to bring you in. Instagram just keeps changing every time I come on, so okay. Hi, Gizelle. Can you tap yourself in? Can you press that pink box and I can accept you in on my side? Is that possible? Wayne, have you got your cigars ready? Because you may need it, bro. You may need a pipe tonight, okay? Hey, girl, what's going on? How are you? At the moment, I think some of your head has been taken off. I don't know, it's this tricky one. Yeah, you meant to have a sit. You're not going to be that way all night. Are you going to be comfortable? Yeah, is that better? Yeah, that's great. That's great. Welcome, you beautiful souls. Happy Friday. Okay. Throughout the entire evening, I'm going to be stressing a disclaimer and saying also, under 18s, go to your bed. Over 18s, if you're prudish, please exit the live. Right? Okay. Welcome, Gizelle. Gizelle Lane, otherwise known as the Golden Mistress.
Yes. I'm just trying to smoke. I'm doing
Please strap one. Yeah. Do everybody know this is free flame thoughts? So come as you are. Relax, strap one, and we're gonna get into it. Have you got your juice?
Yeah, actually I got chai tea, which is still good, you know.
Oh, you're being okay. All right, half lit and half still trying to keep the meds. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Take your time whilst people come on the live. Welcome, you beautiful souls, to those who's never been on this live. My name is Silver, and of course, I'm going to be your host for tonight. And in advance, if you haven't been to this page before, you know what to do. Hit that follow button, please. Gee, whilst you're strapping. Take your time to unwind and let us know how you've spent your day leading up to this live. What you've been up to?
Well, I've been doing a lot. I was giving someone a massage earlier, and so they
Oh.
And then I was getting ready for this, and then I'm gonna go food shopping later.
Oh, I'm forgetting that you are across the sea, so it's a totally different time. Okay, good evening, Anne-Marie. Whilst Gizelle is taking her time just to unwind and do her thing and prepare her meds, I'm going to say good evening to everybody. Tonight is a night where whatever question you want to ask, however bizarre, This is your one exclusive opportunity. Yeah, Gizelle is a adult film content porn star. She is a photographer slash producer, and she's from the States, so she's gonna be open and uncut, just how I like you all. Yeah, just how I like you all. Us Brits are a little different. What, me being an exception, of course.
Yeah.
Gizelle, hi
Yes.
Sandy. You guys, as we unfold, please feel free to add comments, ask as much questions. Gizelle is open. Let's get into it. Are you ready?
I am.
Yeah, okay. Who is Gizelle Lane?
Gizelle Lane is a woman that started out as a hoe that had no direction.
Ah, can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, I started out as a hoe with no direction, so I was just selling puss galore and like
Mm.
not. And then one day I got smart and was like, let me put up a camera since everyone says I suck dick good.
Oh,
It just
damn.
that was
You
it.
know, I have my tea here, but fuck it, I'm gonna start with my gin and that. You got me all fucked up already, so I'm gonna start with my gin. Forget the tea. I got my tea down there. I'm gonna start with the juice. Mm. Mm. Mm.
That's really, yeah.
I love you already.
Thank you.
Okay. If you guys love Gizelle Lane already, please throw some hearts. I'm gonna put some hearts myself. I have to, because we don't get this real like this in London. So whenever I get these moments to speak to a real sis, I'm gassed, innit? I'm gassed. So, yeah. Here we go. Those hearts are for you.
Thank
All
you.
right. So where were you born?
I was born in Brooklyn. Brooklyn,
Oh, wow.
man.
What's it like?
Brooklyn, if you're not from there, I advise you go there with caution. It's not like it's a bad place. It's just people say one thing and do another. It's really fucking annoying. So if you don't know the streets, don't go there. Like you just.
Okay. But when I come over, I'm coming to roll with you. So we good, right?
No, yeah, you're good. It's good. It's just.
Okay, so you're born in Brooklyn. Where's your origin? Like, where's your folks from? Any other particular countries, or where are they from?
I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's quite exotic.
Yeah.
People say I look like that, but you actually are that.
How you do?
People always say, are you Black Latino? And I'm like, no, but I'm glad you think so. Eli, knowing you're in the background, I'm going to bring you in later. Yeah, your gorgeous husband. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, so you're half Latino. That's beautiful. Tell us what you was like as a child. What was you like? I'm going to go all the way back. Yeah. So what was you like as a little girl?
I had no friends. I was fat, but like
Oh,
fatter. And I grew up in the Poconos around white people, so everyone was like white with the little jean skirts, and Uggs was just
oh.
like everybody had their little Uggs and shit. I didn't. I was the darkest person in my school. I'm not even that dark, but I was the darkest person. It was terrible. I didn't like it.
So childhood, how can we put that into terms? So was he? You'd say he was unhappy. It was sad, lonely.
Yeah, it was lonely, sad, unhappy.
Mm.
I was really depressed. Some would say I was gothic, emo type vibe. Maybe.
Did you go into Gothicism based as rebellion as a child? Is that how you felt, or?
Actually, I didn't realize it was considered gothic until like I got older. But I like till to this day, I always wear all black all the time, or I wear weird stuff, or
Me too.
yeah, I used to like cut my and like I didn't know I was so depressed, so it was like yeah. But yeah,
So how would you describe your family? Like, I know you're speaking now about how you felt as a little girl. From your perspective as a child, how would you have described, if you're going back into child mode, how would you have described your family environment and where you lived and how it was for you?
well, it was like my parents always made sure we had everything we needed, but it was really strict. My parents, like my dad was a Marine, so yeah,
Hmm.
very strict. But you know, it was cool. It was you know, not the best childhood, but it was
I get that. I get that. So now then, into adulthood, how would your family and friends describe you?
I'm like the black sheep of the family. Like I'm the weird one in my family. Just
We're the dopest. If that's you, then I love you, innit? That means
they,
you're different. Do you want to tell us a bit about why they describe you as a black? Have they said that, or is it just a perception that you have of how they are with you?
no, they've said that, and there's how they like act towards me. I don't really talk to my family at all. Like my friends are my family, so that's how.
So you are estranged from your family at this point?
Yeah, I can talk to them. I just don't. It's I'm good.
You're
Something's not.
good. I get you. I get you. Okay. So I just wanted to, I always like to, that's it, wave to your peeps. Guys, viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just to reintroduce as we always go along the evening, this is Gizelle Lane, otherwise known as the Golden Mistress. She is a awesome and delicious porn star. And tonight it's strictly over 18s. So if you're under 18, please go to your bed, exit on the left. Yeah, yeah, we're going to have open conversation tonight, and please feel free to ask questions. She's made it clear it's a raw and uncut evening, and we haven't even started yet. But what I like to do before I get into the layers of this onion, this gorgeous onion, is just take a little bit back so we can get a little bit of backdrop about who this woman is, as she shares. So now, how are you feeling now you've got your reefer?
Oh, I'm good now. I got my bud. I'm good.
Have 2 puffs for me, please. I need it. Yeah. All right. So what led you to the path of porn? Let's get straight into it.
I'm not even gonna front. I used to.
No, don't front. You're talking to me. It's definitely don't front. We cool.
My friend is here, so she's laughing. So when I
Oh,
was
hi, friends.
I watched like videos of Pinky and Cherokee when I was younger, and Janet jacked me. She always like inspired me, and I was like, well, if they do it, because I didn't think I could do it because I was W. But
You didn't think you could do it because of what? Repeat that, please.
because I'm a BBW, I'm a bigger woman.
Okay,
So,
you're voluptuous.
yeah, usually it's like skinny or your body's not fake, or if you don't have a super big ass or super big titties, you're not gonna make it. And I'm just average built, but if they
I've seen your ass on the pictures and on Pornhub last night. We're gonna get into that. I watched you last night. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna take my time. I need more juice shit. Yeah, so go ahead. You thought you didn't have a big ass and big breasts? Was that back then when you really didn't and you grew into it?
No, I've kind of like looked like this forever.
Okay.
Really no change, just bigger or smaller. But it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna try because I know I have something nobody else has, which is this.
Right.
I got this throat. I can't help you. Like.
Wait. Your specialty is squirting.
No, my specialty is deep throating and beating.
Oh, honey, I'm gonna get into that real soon. Yeah. The throat game. I told you I watched you last night. But anyway, I'm not going to have a spoiler this yet, but go ahead. Your specialty is deep throating, but go ahead. So you were inspired to go into porn because, as you were saying,
I just figured why not? Like I'm already doing, like I was doing regular just prostitution, honestly.
Okay,
so
straight up.
I'm like, well, how can I grow from this and not always be a cheap ass hoe for the rest of my life? So I was like, well, let me put a camera in front of it and change my whole look, change everything about me. And it worked. My fans followed me and they just grew with me over time. So a lot of them are like, wow, you really grown over time. And I respect it because they knew where I started. They knew where I came from.
So that's interesting. Let's get psychological for a moment. So you say you were doing it for free anyway. So was it that you then, did it transmute into an ego performance, or was it nothing to do with making money at all?
No, it was mainly because of money. It started out as, well, how can I make money than what I'm doing now? Okay, because people love porn stars, so it works, honestly. That's
How did you get into it? Can you give us some of the steps of what that was like for you? What was the first step after having the thought of, fuck it, I can do this?
Well, I still dance to this day, but I used to dance a lot at stripper parties. So that
Mm.
one of my exes works in the porn. His cousin owns a porn company. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I paid him for a photo shoot, and from there I just took my phone, I set it up, and I was just like, I'm gonna make videos, and I made an X videos, a Pornhub, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep posting myself, keep promoting myself like no one else, until
Mm.
it worked.
Well, your numbers on your page definitely shows it. So yeah. Okay, so how long have you been in the porn industry now?
About 2.5 years.
Really?
Like as long as I've known you. Yeah, it's like 2.5, 3 years, or longer. Actually.
And so far, how has that journey been for you?
It's it's crazy. It's a lot of cattiness. It's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of racism. It's a lot of gay phobia. It's just a lot. It's come to a few times where I've wanted to quit, but it's like, why? I've come so far, and I'm helping other people in the process. I want to help people, but I've never get a chance.
Mm. So would you say, if I wanted to be a porn star,
I can help you, even from London.
no, wait. I love how you got my back. I'll help you. Yeah. If I wanted to be, first of all, if I wanted to be a porn star, can you give me a straight up porn name? Not like Silver's not dope enough, but let me
Yeah,
switch it up. Mm?
I like silver. I don't know.
Girl, Silver Trinity, yeah. So what would think of something totally different? Give me something random. What would you want to name me?
I want to say Empress something. Something after
You
Empress.
can't say Empress because there's too many Empresses now. It's become a trend. I don't even want it.
It's fucked up.
All right, for now I'm gonna be Infinity.
Eli said Platinum Yoni.
Eli, we're gonna fall out real quick. I'm gonna call myself Infinity. How about that?
I like that. That's different. Yeah,
Yeah, Infinity. I've got so many Infinity tattoos. Like, I love it. So let's say Infinity. You can think about that name. Maybe by the end of the show, you can give me a pretentious porn name. Yeah? All right. So, would you say that one can make a substantial amount of money in that industry? If I did it for a week, what could I make?
if you're just starting out, it's not gonna be like bam, instant money. I mean, you have the look for it. So for you, a company would instantly hire you and whatnot.
Oh,
You're
well,
building.
great. You never know. Second hustlemanship.
Yeah, no, but now it's gonna be harder. You got to go hard. Luckily, I already had my own clientele, so I converged them into fans. So yeah, right. But
So
whatever.
it's all about the look as well, what they go to, especially girls, women that look like you and I, you would say, yeah?
Yeah, you just have to take yourself seriously. As long as you take yourself, everybody,
Mm.
madam.
So let's say then I've been in the industry as long as you. How many shoots a week? How many scenes would I have to perform in order to make a good wage? And what would that wage be? If I done 3 scenes a week, what could I make?
For three
That
scenes,
is for 2 years, like you, at 3 scenes a week. Give me a rough number.
it depends who hires you. It depends what deal.
Okay.
Everybody is different. So for 3 scenes, for me, it's about 1,500,
Oh, okay.
right? But I'm
Good.
the one company, and I know exactly what I'm doing. So it sounds like a lot of work, but it actually isn't. It's just a lot of.
Mm.
So you have to dedicate a lot of your time to it.
Okay. It is said that a lot of females, actually, I spoke to so many women and friends at the time, seem to have this secret fetish about being a porn or a stripper. It's almost like, oh, I'm a good girl. I'm not really like that, but I bought these stripper heels, and tonight I'm going to do this to my man. What is it about us girls? Because I'm all the way in it. Okay, yeah, that has this secret thing of like, oh, I could be a bad bitch, really, but I'm not really in real life. But yeah, I could. What, in your opinion, what is that fantasy about?
I don't know. I guess it's because in our everyday lives, it's seen as so like faux pas and taboo that it's like when we get the chance to do that, it's like I feel like I'm Superwoman or Wonder Woman. Like no bitch can't tell me shit because I'm the baddest bitch.
You're
Like
the
that's
baddest.
exactly.
Mm. Do you see yourself as the baddest bitch on the block in this game?
Yeah, facts. Nah,
Okay, facts. I like it. I like it. Do you get to choose when you're doing your scenes and you're being hired? I'm thinking you don't get to choose who you sleep with or what they look like and things like that. No? Yeah?
for a company, no, not really. You usually don't. You know, like sometimes, you know, like, because I know them as friends, but usually you don't know. You kind of just show up. Everybody shows their paperwork. You sign your paperwork, and then y'all shower and get ready to shoot. After that, y'all become good friends, though, because y'all just fucked.
What's on the paperwork? Just tell me a little bit if you're allowed.
You just have to just sign your information, like your legal information, so you can't say like, oh, you put this footage up without my permission. It's like
Have you ever been greatly put off by someone? Their smell, how they look. Oh, girl.
uh,
Oh, girl, spill the tea. I'm waiting.
yeah, you know.
Tell me the worst. Oh, ew, stories, please.
I wish I could.
Oh shit. Okay, is that gonna be bait? Is that gonna be like too obvious if you say something? Oh, okay. Okay, what can you tell me? We don't want to. Obviously, I don't want to compromise your contracts. It's very important that we keep that confidential. But tell me as much as you can. Like, okay, what's the worst experience you had? Tell me something.
It's just.
Sandy's laughing in the inbox, going, "Ew, what was it? Her vagina stank. His penis was too small. What is it?"
And it smelled like fish sticks. So it was like
Fish sticks.
it was like, sir, why do you smell like fish sticks?
Oh shit.
I don't wanna do the scene no more. I don't understand why you like fish sticks.
And does he have no protection on at the time? I'm thinking he's raw, yeah?
No. No.
And you can smell it through the Durex.
Yes.
Oh Lord, take the wheel. What did you do? Did you go through like, oh yes, daddy? What did you do? Or did you say cut the scene? What did you do?
For me, it was just a head scene that was not going in there.
Oh God.
But I felt back to vomit.
You felt bad for him, did you say?
No, I felt like, why the fuck would you come to a shoot smell like that? But
he didn't shower. So is there no kind of directional rules of shower first? Is there no kind of protocols here?
Some companies are like, you have to take a shower. Like my own company, you have to shower before every shoot, or at least I have to know you're a clean person. Like you can't just, all right, I'm coming off the street, let's shoot. Well, you could have just did a million things before you got here. Like go wash your ass.
But, come to think of it, by the way, guys, this is Friday. It's Chit Chat with Silver, which means you're not going to get me to be all meditational and quiet. I am going to be fully involved. I'm going to you know what I'm like when I get turned up, yeah, when it's Chit Chat with Silver. So it's a different vibration tonight, guys. Yeah, this is Gizelle Lane, a.k.a. Golden Mistress, and we are talking about all things porn, and she is a beautiful porn star for those who's just joined the live. You're wondering what the hell are they talking about. Okay, so wow, that's in regards to people being put off, you being put off by people and smells. So who do you love to have sex with most? I mean, do you swing all different ways, or are you just strictly heterosexual? Do you like girls? Do you like guys? Do you like hermaphrodites? What do you like?
I'm pansexual, so I like.
What is that? That's what that means.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what gender you are. So basically, male, female, trans.
That's who you are, yeah? Okay.
Or just be real.
It's about the soul. Have you ever slept with someone who's a hermaphrodite, which is a human being who has a penis and a vagina?
No, actually, I haven't.
Okay, let me break this down. Sometimes they're more female, but they still have a penis and a vagina, or they're more male in hormones and looks, and they have a penis and a vagina. I've heard you have the best of both worlds when it's like that, because they've got both genital areas and they call hermaphrodites. See? But you want to try that now, don't you?
Yeah, I
never. So they don't have a lot of those in the porn industry then?
No, and not a hermaphrodite. Transsexuals, yes. Hermaphrodites, no.
I saw a man in the Pornhub with 2 penises.
Word?
He had 2 dicks joined together, my sister.
Like real from his body, or was it like
real from his body? 2 dicks like this. And I seen a woman with 2 vagina holes. What kind of shit am I really watching?
Facts.
All right. So listen, I'm going to pause for a moment. I'm going to go into the comments box. I'm going to give you a minute to puff and have a drink of whatever you're having. Let's see what people want to say. Let me get my 20/20/20 vision on, go, because I can't see a thing. Okay, here we go. Right, let's see. Where's the questions? Get your questions popping. It's Friday. Let's turn up, guys. Right. I'm going to send some waves. Let's send some waves. There's lots of waves. Let's go. Thank you for joining us. A lot of waves. Good evening to you, Anne-Marie. How you doing, fams? Someone calls it Mains 923, sending up roses. Let's see. And then there must have been this couple of comments from Mr. Jules and Sandy. I'm about to try and find it. Okay, so Jules is saying, what a night already. Fantastic. Listen to me, fams. Send your comments. Ask anything you want, because this is your one and only chance. You know that, don't you? This is the realest woman I've ever come across. It doesn't get realer than this. So if I was you, make the most of it, yeah? And ask what you really want to know. Hide in that broom cupboard if you're around people and ask that question low-key. Okay? Because I know you want to know more.
Oh,
guys, I promise I haven't started drinking properly yet. This is me. This is me normally. All right, let me send some waves. Evolved Empress, how you doing? Yeah? Okay. Well, we're giving Miss Golden, Mistress, a moment just to chill, to catch a breath, sip some juice. Sandy, where are you? You said you called yourself a in-paid hoe before. Why? I think that was the term. She'd like to know why you called yourself a unpaid hoe in the beginning. She said, why? I think that was the term. She'd like to know why you called yourself that. And Sandy's very liberal. She's very open. It must be just an intriguing question you'd like to know. And then go on, answer that question first.
So not unpaid, just not as paid as much. So basically, I wasn't charging as much as I should have, as I do.
Okay. And then she goes on to ask, did you feel uncomfortable when you first started the whole porn scene? Basically.
Kind of not really, because from the beginning, like, I didn't shoot with companies right away. I shot myself because I wanted to grow my own following before I just got the following of a company. Okay.
All right. So Wayne also says he did what? He did fish sticks. Talking about the fish stick smells. Amory says, I can't, my stomach hurts. That means she's laughing. Yeah. All right. Ray says, ask cake up. Yeah, with fish sticks, my friend. Okay, Golden, something the other says, when is Silver's scene coming out? Listen to me. I am not for the faint-hearted. Okay?
She's right.
I am not for the faint-hearted. Not quite in training yet. I need to find better lies. But anyway, listen, stay posted. Me and Golden here will let you know when our scene comes out. Okay? Okay. They say they want to see Silver and Gizelle. You freaky ass, come on here. I'm joking. You see that? They're already asking for Silver and G, okay? Oh my goodness. Can you believe this? Yeah? All right. How are you doing there? You having your juice and your, your reefers going on? Anything else you guys want to ask before I proceed? Yeah? So I'd like to know next. I've seen a lot of scenes, not with yourself, but with other people, where there's a lot of unprotected sex. Raw, bare back fucking. Okay? What is your experience of that? Have you done it?
What, like raw fucking for a scene?
Yeah. Sorry, before you answer, let me rudely interrupt before I start back our flow. I have two more comments. My friend Wayne says, I don't think porn could handle Silver. Tell them, please. Tell them. Okay? Yeah, let them know. Please let them know. Okay? Sandy says, I can see it now. It would be hot. Sandy, you're a freak. We're going to talk after the live. What would be hot? Me and G right here? You're a freak too. Mm-hmm. The one at the bottom, someone says, is she single? Well, I'm now at the top, so you must be meaning Gizelle here in States, yeah? Confirm that you're speaking about Lady Golden Hair in a lovely black attire, and maybe we can answer that question, yeah? Or say Lady Red Hat, so I know it's me you're talking about, which my name is Silver. Okay, so, was that another question popping up before we proceed? Once I proceed, we're not going to cut any more. We're going to come back to the comments in about another 10 minutes. It says, I'm asking about Silver. Oh, Silver, as in, am I single? Did somebody else ask that? Silver is in dating mode, and I am dating myself. And even when I'm dating somebody else, I'm still dating myself. But there is no Mr. Official Silver. I hope that answers your question. I am a lot of woman.
Ooh.
Straight up.
I,
Straight up, yeah, you know. I was asking you, I'm going to come back to your comments in about 10 minutes, okay? I was asking you in regards to the unprotected sex. Have you, could you, would you?
I have, but
how does that work? Talk me through, please. People, heard people talk about, they say they've been tested. If I sleep with a man tonight, have unprotected sex tomorrow, there's no guarantee by the Monday that I'm clean. So talk to me. How does it work?
So in the porn industry, you usually have to get tested every 30 days. That's the minimum. Most companies, they require it every 15 days, or like you can only have so many bodies on your shoot. So you can like on your like until get retested. So it's a lot of testing that goes on. When you show up to the set, you both exchange test results and you confirm them, obviously. A lot of the industry is talent tested, so you can just go in through there and see if it's legit or not. And then, yeah.
So, okay, so if I'm tested every 30 days, so I bring a paperwork to prove I'm tested, but with all the unprotected sex, how could they prove I haven't done something just after my test that's unprotected? How, is that just a gamble, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Is it riddled with diseases in terms of, which is natural, you can expect that to happen?
You would think, but actually, you hear a lot of things like, oh, this person burned this person, burned that person. So you kind of just learn who to work with, who not to work with. But usually you're pretty much fine. Everyone does what they're supposed to do because at the end of the day, nobody wants to risk their life.
I know a gentleman, not too closely, but I know of him. And he says that he used to work in the porn industry as a backdrop cameraman. And he was saying the amount of riddled diseases is crazy. But I said to him, that's expected. You know, it is expected, and it's a risk that we take, you know, out here, and, you know, whatever we choose to do.
Lucky, but it is a risk. Like, at one Exotica, some dude got exposed for having fake talent testing results. And it's like, well, the girl got lucky because she caught it when she scanned it. So they have things you can, like, scan to confirm if it's real or not. So it's getting better, but it's like, just pick.
Do you know if they can tell that someone has a disease? Do they have a disclaimer? This person has it, but it's at your own risk. You can still do it. Can it be that open and that choice and have that optional situation?
I mean, I've never ran into that usually because if you're sick in any kind of way sexually, you need to stay the fuck home. Like, why are you even coming to set?
So how do you manage safe sex personally, if you don't mind me asking, G?
And then
sorry, you disappeared for a second. I was asking, how do you manage your own personal safe sex practice, if you don't mind sharing that with us?
I usually, when I do a shoot, we get tested afterwards, beforehand. And then after that, I don't really shoot with too many people, so I keep it to myself. And if you shoot for my company, it's going to be condom-based. There's no reason not be. Even if you're tested, I'd rather keep it condom-based.
So may I also ask, how many sexual partners would you experience in a month? As a random number.
Like, and personal, or just like?
Well, let's say for work basis. Let's start there, for the porn basis.
I would say, like, let's say 10. Let's say 10.
Okay. So when you say personal, I know you have a fella. Yeah, we can talk about him a little later. Does that mean you have an open relationship with him? Okay. So on a personal basis, then, is it still going to be around that number, or does the number shift a little bit in regards to when you're, and that, because it leads to the next question I'm going to ask. So on a personal basis, when you're not working, is there a set number you don't mind sharing with us that you have in sexual encounters?
Um, the always working, so even when I'm like technically just enjoying myself, it's still work because there's either a camera on or I'm like, it's never just chill time. But when it is, it's usually just me and the one.
Okay, okay. So have you ever, let's just get a little bit deeper on, we're gonna go up and down. It's gonna be a roller coaster tonight. So I want to ask something more serious, on a more serious note. Have you ever experienced an abusive situation where you've been assaulted or attacked or hurt in any way or been put in any kind of danger in this industry?
Not in this industry.
Okay, that
Like,
answers great. Was that a no? Yeah?
oh yeah, no, I said not in this industry. It's
Okay,
not within the industry, no.
okay. So did you, so you said, okay, all right, so that's that. Does any, okay, let me go, 'cause I'm gonna go a bit deeper. So before we do, let me head back to some comments real quick. All right, is that all right with you, G?
That's fine.
Okay, and someone was saying they were asking you if you're single, also at the bottom. Would you like to actually answer that?
Hmm. Oh yeah, no, I'm not.
Okay, she's spoken for, yeah? And then Sandy goes and asks, what turns you on, Miss Gizelle? What gets your juices flowing when watching porn? When watching porn. Okay, interesting. Thanks for your question, Sandy.
Okay, so I watch gay porn or like BDSM related porn. I love BDSM, so that's what really gets me going.
Gay porn, is that girl on girl, or a mixture of just...
No, just guy on guy. I don't really
Ah, okay. What
I
is it you love about watching guy on guy? Tell us the truth, but what is it that you love about that?
because I like pegging, so it's like
Oh, girl, I'm going there. I'm going there. Listen, I've got so many questions for you. Okay, I'm hoping to squeeze it in a slot of at least an hour and a half. Yeah. So, okay, so you like watching pegging. Okay. And JB says, and the one at the bottom, I love what she's wearing, and that's you, Miss G. Okay. Okay. Wayne says, no, no man can last that long. I'm wondering, was we talking about length in time? Remind us of where that comment fits in and aligns to, Wayne. Sandy asked once again, what are your desires in regards to hang on. What are your desires in regards to what turns you on? I guess other than, would that just be what you answered, isn't it? Like the pegging, watching gay sex, yeah? Okay. So then Wayne goes on to ask, Mr. Jules says, can't see how a man can get away without catching something, mixing all different juices. Yeah, that goes for females or guys. What's your thoughts on that? He says that he doesn't see how someone can't get an infection, as we call it, a dose on the streets, with all this mixing. What's your thoughts?
I don't. That makes sense, but at the same time, it's all on how you approach your work. So if you don't sit there and make sure everyone's tested the way they're supposed to be, then lacking on your part. So if you catch something, that's on you. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. And Sandy comes back and says, laugh out loud, just watching the two, if you together now. Are you saying that the imagination of me and Gizelle together, imagination is making you go crazy? You are a bunch of freaky deakies in this inbox, yeah? And I love it. Okay, what's this one? Hang on a minute. Let me go back. So the one at the bottom's a porn star. Yes, she is. Her name is Gizelle Lane. And furthermore, we'll give you all the links later where you can go and find her and support her company and brand and everything else like that. Yeah? Okay, so Sandy said, I told you, gay porn. Yeah, I know you love that, Sandy. That's my friend. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she likes that. She admitted that on my live the other day, didn't you? I'm trying to take it back after. Okay, so it's that time of the evening where I'd love to take it up a notch. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Pornhub. You might want to, yeah, you might want to puff. You want to have a puff on you. All right, Pornhub. Okay, it is said the golden throat is at your service. Throat game. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So when I last night, what I do before I have people on my live, especially if you specialize in something, which is what you do, I go snooping, I go looking at your posts, see what I can, see about you, get a chemistry, a vibe. When on your links, which you guys can do on the top of her Instagram page, which you will link to this live after on the post, and I found you on Pornhub. Yeah, Pornhub. And what I saw was the golden throat is at your service. Throat game, and you had two cocks. I was like, girl, I was up late. You had me up way past my bedtime, and I was watching it. Okay, let me not. Wait, where's my drink? Hang on, seriously?
Like I said, week, I'm going to London.
I was like, this is not the time to be aroused with a future guest I'm about to see tomorrow. So turn it off. Seen enough, okay? She had two dicks like this. So I want to know, okay, is this your specialty?
Yes.
What makes your deep throat so special? What is it about you? Tell me. We want to know. If you guys want to know more about this side of the conversation, throw some hearts or I'm ending the live. Yeah, I don't see no hearts. Can I see some hearts, please? We're going to go a lot deeper now, okay? We're going to get a lot more steamy up in this live. Bearing in mind, Instagram is a bit of a kill vibe because I can only go as far, but you don't really know me. I'd have an after party after here. And it'd be real visuals if I had my way. Am I seeing a lot of hearts? You look like just freaks, You just freaks, I tell you. Okay, so tell us about what makes you so special with deep throat. Break it down and tell those of us who may want to improve our techniques how to become a connoisseur of deep throating.
So apparently, I didn't know I was good at it. I thought that was just how you suck dick. Like, God, I thought that's how you do it. But apparently, that's not. That's different, and that's creative. So I just basically just get it in your throat. Like, stop tipping it. Stop sucking the tip.
But girl, listen, can I just say one thing before you continue? With my comic self tonight. I saw a girl do deep throat. I've seen a couple of girls. And it's so deep that when he bust a nut, his semen came through her nose and vomit came through her mouth. Like, for fuck's sake, how far do we go?
What are you watching?
For fuck's sake, exactly what kind of channels are popping up? I don't know. I'm traumatized.
What are you watching?
I saw this. And I think I spoke about these things. Like, seriously, have you ever seen that before?
What?
Have you ever seen this before? I've seen the guy go so deep when she choked and she was about to gag, his semen came through her nose. This was like about at least 3 years ago. Ain't that a thing?
What are you watching? Did she drink a lot of milk? And it was like snot or something?
Yeah, because he went so deep that when she gagged and he bust the nut, it came through her nose.
Never seen no shit like that.
Or maybe it was just her internals coming out with it, but it was fully blown. I was like, oh my God, I'm traumatized.
Oh my God.
If that grosses you out, that must have been some different shit.
That's some different shit.
Have you ever vomited whilst doing that then?
Yeah.
Is that a turn on? Or is that like, oh my God, no, stop?
No, it's actually really annoying, but people love to just your fucking throat, so it's annoying. I try not to eat beforehand. That way, if I do feel like I'm throwing up, it's just mainly spit.
So just having an empty stomach, tip number 1. Tip number 2, come on, look, what's it? Oh, tell me, break it down so we can learn this shit.
Back your throat. Make sure you don't try to go in with cotton. I find that sometimes it's dead heat. You're not gonna go.
Repeat that, because your volume went. Say that again for us.
Sure. Your mouth is moist, because if your throat is dry and your mouth is dry, you're not gonna get too far. I don't get too far, but.
But okay, so what is it you do exactly with your tongue and mouth or throat that makes you so unique? That's what we really want to know.
No idea. I don't know what it is. People just love it. I guess it's because I use my lips, so I take my lips and I like go like that.
Mmm.
And so then my tongue is moving at the same time, and then I'm making noises with a lot of spit as I'm doing it. So it's like.
Does men like when you put your tongue in the actual hole?
Yeah, they like that. Or when you look.
I'm hearing about this. So they like this tongue in the top of the hole. Guys in the inbox, tell the truth. Do you like it? And girls, do you like giving it? And you guys enjoying Gizelle so much honesty. I want you to share some of your own honesty. Are you any good at what she's saying? Yeah? Are you any good at the oral game? Yeah, because she's a connoisseur. She's a professional at this shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, what about giving oral to a man who has a winkle as small as a tampon? What you do? Like, girl.
Bro, they blow minds because they're always like deep throat. It's always the stop. Listen.
How you gonna get a deep throat of a man who's got a penis this small? Behave yourself, man. Seriously, look.
Always the man with the smallest dick talking about, can you deep throat it? Deep throat what? Exactly is what I want. Deep throat what? Your soul? Because there's nothing.
Oh, fuck, your soul.
Nothing there. Stop asking us to do that. The most you can get is like the fingers or like a blow on.
Do you know what, though? I'll share one truth with you. A man of a small penis, in terms of actual having intercourse, one can be seen as the baddest queen on that penis, that dick. Because you can do skills that is not going to affect the pain in your stomach. You can be somersaulting and shit, you know, swinging from chandeliers, okay, when it comes to penetration. But when it comes to that, that's going to be no fun, right? Oral.
It's like, can we just get this? Can we just move on? You know? No. But
What would you say in terms of maybe race? What was, I don't know, does it make a difference? Is it true that do you believe that black men have bigger dicks than white guys? Please shed some light.
it's bag, honestly. It's not really too true.
It's not true, is it?
But it's a mixed bag. It's definitely a mixed bag. I know some white dudes way bigger than some black.
So would you say it's a myth then, would you say?
Yeah, it's a mixed bag. Like, it is what it is.
Mm. Okay. Have you ever experienced double penetration, two dicks at the same time? Triple penetration. Let me be greedy. Mm. Mm. I've seen it, girl. You know, I got. What am I watching for real? I have seen this triple penetration, two dicks in the pussy, one dick in the ass.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
She's screaming like she's giving birth.
I've done triple, and it was two in the vagina.
You did this. What was it like?
It was different. It was different. It wasn't.
Now that's a whole fantasy. Quite a few women have that fantasy. They wouldn't necessarily go out and do it because how would they go about it unless they in a certain, you know, have an opportunity to, but I spoke to a colleague and she was saying the same thing. She said, oh God, that's a fantasy.
I mean, my friend, my good friend, she's into the swinger lifestyle, so that's a good way to get into it because she introduced me. Yeah, man, you gotta talk to her.
But triple penetration, is it an ego thing for the men that do it?
I don't know what it is. It's like, so you want to rub your dick up and that's another nigga dick in my pussy for what? But okay, whatever. I'm down.
But that isn't arousing watch though. I have seen it. That is, it's almost like I don't know. The woman is famished. She's hungry. She's thirsty, and she's taking it. So in terms of fantasy, I can see why that would be an appeal.
Makes sense. Makes sense. It's like, oh, you're getting more than your. Every woman wants to feel like a dirty slut.
They do. That's why, especially, do you know what? I'm going to say this. I've said this to you. UK, Londoners, UK people, there's all different walks of life, but there's so much prudeness, fake prudeness often as well. You know, the people that would say, oh my God, ew, but they're doing the worst things themselves behind the scenes. And with Americans, I guess you guys got such a name because you're so out there and honest with it all. Yeah, so we have so many fantasies, but don't necessarily live it. Because we are ruled by a lot of morality, I guess, more than, I guess, Americans or states, to be honest. And that's all it is. It doesn't change the fact that we think of certain things.
That's true. You guys
You know, so your clientele, is it mainly Americans, or was it, have you ever slept with a Londoner or a Chinese or African, or what's it like?
Clients of all walks of life, so I've met literally like every.
Everything. I have a burning question.
Yes.
A burning question, girl. Men that are proclaiming to be straight, that love anal more than the vagina, do they have, in your opinion, secret gay tendencies? Huh? Say it again.
Yes.
I'm going to screenshot this fucking scene and I'm going to send it to a few guys. There are men that like ass more than vagina. Oh, let me gape you open. You're gonna choose an asshole that waist comes out of more than a vagina. I think you've got gay tendencies secretly. So you've confirmed that. I missed that. Say that again.
If that's all you want and nothing else, like if every time we fuck you only want anal and you just want to do straight.
I don't think they only want that. I've speak to multiple people. It's all, but that is really something. Like I have heard it's because naturally it's tighter. I get that, but I don't see how I could prefer a vagina. I mean, a arse more than Mother Earth's vagina when a waist comes out of my backside.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
And your biggest fantasy is to gape a woman and open her up like a fucking, I don't know. Yeah, so that I was burning to ask you that question. And in one moment, I'm going to go back to the comment spots because it's one of those nights I want people to ask you as much as possible. What do I want to ask you next? Oh my God. Are you ready to talk about rainbow and golden showers? Shall I break it down, or do you know what I mean?
I know what a golden shower is. I don't know what a rainbow shower is. That's different.
For those who don't know, a golden shower is when you are having sex and you intentionally urinate, you wee on the person you're sleeping with. A rainbow is when a woman's on her period at the same time as weeing on the guy. That's a rainbow. Yeah? So if you don't know what a rainbow is, that means you haven't done it. Yeah? But I speak to so many different walks of life as well, and that's probably why I know some of this stuff as well. You know, I like knowing all sorts of things as well. So you've never seen anyone do that on a scene while a woman's on her period? Also, urinate on the person they're sleeping with?
No, I've seen people squirt and like it looks like pee. No one does that in porn. They don't just like, unless that's the type of scene you're looking for. You're usually just doing regular fucking just boredom.
But the thing is, some people debate that when women squirt, it's also mixed with urine.
It definitely is, because I was recording and I literally saw it was yellow.
Right.
Literally yellow. It was clear, but it was also yellow. It definitely is mixed with pee.
Like, some women squirt is so crazy. You know, the umbrella in the whole room is crazy. I've seen it. It's madness.
It's madness.
Like the level of like, it's like the man needs fucking goggles and shit.
Yeah.
Or the person they're sleeping with, who man, woman, whatever. I mean, is that real?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Oh, no, but it is real.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm going to throw a couple of crazy acts as we're talking about before I go into the comments box. Crazy acts alongside the rainbow and the golden shower. Oh, my God. Weird stuff like people wanting to sleep with dead people. I'm not saying you, but have you heard of this? People that like sleeping with the dead.
Necrophilia. Yeah, I've heard of that.
That's the word. It's a sickness. Do you agree?
It is a sickness. Is it interesting? Yes. But is the sickness, would I do it? No. Is it still interesting? Yes.
People sleeping with animals. What's your thoughts?
Why? Animals are just creatures.
I see that as abuse. You know that?
Huh?
I see that as actually abuse,
Yeah.
sexual abuse, animals. I really, really, really do. What about snuff porn? I don't know if you know anything about that.
What's snuff porn? I know what it is. I just can't remember it.
When people actually get killed whilst having porn and it's recorded in somebody's far, even in Amsterdam, those girls in the windows that's why I beg my male friends, when you go to Amsterdam, please don't sleep with those girls, because not everyone in the window is willingly there. Someone has been kidnapped. I've read books, kidnapped and placed in the windows and forced to do prostitution, forced to be on drugs. Now they're hooked on drugs. And then the snuff porn comes a part of them being forced to have sex with, foreigners whilst they watch each other being taken out.
That's fucked up. That's crazy.
It's the dark side of porn, basically. So let me give you a break, G, and go to the comments, because there's quite a few.
Okay.
And then when I come back, I'd like you to express maybe something that you would like to say that I haven't asked you yet before I go on. Yeah? Because maybe something that you would like to say or ask. Crown Jewel says, Sylvia, you're killing me. The real. Yeah, listen, Jules, you be knowing what I'm like. Don't take these meditational talks that I do in other days easy. You already know what I'm like on the other side, and I don't mind showing it. Sandy says, I'm choking. Butterfly 29 is laughing. Yeah. Crown is talking about sound effects. Sandy says, seriously, porn can be very educational. Of course, especially Kama Sutra and Tantric, but that's more lovemaking and very art forms. I think it's all art form to me anyway. Sandy just says, girl, believe there is an art to it. Absolutely. Yeah. Sandy says, that is why gay porn is the one education. Yeah. Anne-Marie says, this is deep undercover. Oh, girl, ask your questions. Don't be shy. Jules says, it's all in the rhythm. Do you know what? You sound like a little kinky lover there, all in the... You know about rhythm, Jules. What you know about rhythm? Tell me. Explosion porn has evolved. Yeah. Let me see. It's like Mo says hi. Jules says love it. Natasha says sis. The natural hair for me. Natural hair. Tell us about. Oh, all right. She's loving the natural hair. Okay, maybe Google it. What would you like us to Google? Let us know. Something about right, but it's gonna slip out. Have I missed that? What are we referring to? Sandy says also big dicks are not always the best. Listen to me. Look, do you know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and you can tell also share. A big, massive dick. I love the fact of being terrified of it. I'm crazy. I like to be like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I don't know if I can. Yeah. But in reality, I know that the me that is like so skillful will have an issue with that, because you're going to feel that in your gut, to your womb, to your throat.
Sometimes it's too much to the point that it's not enjoyable. That's
what I mean. So a smaller one, you can act like you are a pretzel. You can bend, twist, and curve on it. Yeah. So Natasha says it varies, because there are brothers. I'm still trying to find this ding dong. They're brothers that are like this, a tampon. So it's a myth for black guys having big dicks. I'm sorry. Maybe more than white, I don't know, but it is a slight myth, I think. Let me see. Natasha also says, I don't want two, as in what, two penises? Because I'm happy with one. The chemistry got to be there for me. That's true. I hear that. Okay. Crown Jewel says, heard your ass leaks after you go toilet. Is it true? Does your backside leak, girl, after you have anal penetration?
No, unless it's like the lube that's dripping out. But other than that, it shouldn't be no reason you're leaking.
Well, you know what? I must say, I have heard over the years that especially for gay men, that they stools fall out of their ass because their backside's left open, and that's why they wear a plug. No.
Unless you're just like every day leaving it in to stretch it permanently, like that's the only way that's gonna happen. There's no way it's gonna close back up. Your sphincter's gonna.
Okay. Okay. Allow me to read on. I hope you enjoyed that response, Crown Jewels, to your question. Okay. Sandy says, I write, and most of the women was on board with 2 men or 3-way, and it was more about the sensation. Okay. Natasha says, I'm West Indian, and Mina want to ding-a-ling a touch. All right. If you don't want 2 dicks touching at the same time, girl, close your eyes then.
Facts.
I'm joking. I hear you though. I'm playing with you, Natasha. Okay, so Crown Jewel says, so why go on so stush over there? Let's enjoy each other. Exactly. Look, everything is not for everybody, but when you're with the right person, whatever your connection, morality, or religious beliefs are, just do you. You know, and Sandy says, go there. Yes, an arse is an arse. Sandy, do you like anal penetration? Well, on that note, let us know. Do you like it? Have you had it? What's it been like for you? And Sandy says, thank you for asking that. So maybe I asked the question that I really wanted. Gizelle is too far away from the mic. Okay, Gizelle, they want to hear you some more. Apparently you're too far away from the mic. They say they can't hear you. Crown Jewel says, rainbow's not for me. So period and urinate is not for you. That means golden shower is. That means you like the first version. That means you don't like the second version. Mate, okay, let me see what else is there. What else is there? Oh, okay. Cream Factory 30 says it just feels like you want to shit really badly after anal. Okay, so everyone's body reacts different. What's your thoughts, girl?
No, that's a fact. It feels like you gotta like shit on yourself or something, or like you just
while it's happening or after.
After, well, sometimes during you have to stop because you're like, all right, maybe I didn't dump out enough. But like it does afterwards feel like you gotta like really empty your stomach. It's annoying. That's why it's like, oh yeah, I want anal, all right, but are you gonna deal with the extreme shits afterwards though?
Okay. Sandy's asking, there is leakage out of the vagina too. Does that irritate? Is that irrelevant? Sorry. Of course it's leakage out of the vagina. I'm a bit confused about that one. Girl, unless your vagina dry as hell.
Yeah, or you need to go.
Sandy says, yes, I have. That's in terms of the anal question. Just, yes, I have. I had the dick in my pussy and finger in my ass. It was fucking amazing.
Exactly.
Girl, wait. Word. Okay.
Good.
Okay, that's it. G, before I persist, is there anything else? Is there anything you would like to share that I haven't asked, that you want to just drop a bar for us and share something that hasn't been brought up just yet?
I don't know. I do have a friend with me if you want me to do a flogging demonstration.
Do you know, we're going to do that. We're actually going to do that. Yeah, we're going to hold on for 10 minutes if you can. Let me see let me just clock. I always clock the hour while we're doing our thing. So yeah.
So I can look it up.
I
want to know what your search history is on porn though, so I could look it up to see what you're watching, because I really am like lost on what the fuck you're watching.
Do you know what? When you tap in shit or people send you shit, all sorts of things come up. I'm like, but I love the fact that I can even ask these questions, but I'm going to drop a bar on you right now. Did you know that a man's G-spot is in his anal?
Yes.
Right. Fellas, for those of you that are in denial, and for those of you who don't know, your G-spot is in your anal. It doesn't mean you're gay, okay? But unfortunately, for those who deny, sorry, is that a little alarm there?
Eli's burning food in the kitchen.
Eli, stop burning the dinner. Yeah. For those of you that like to have your, that part in the middle between your ball bags and your anal, when you are massaging that part, a lot of men like it. They don't know why. Okay. It doesn't mean you're gay for those who are not gay, but I get why you'd be tripping. I'm like, no, I don't want to activate that. But the reality is that it's supposed to be your G-spot. It's not spoke about as women's are. I don't know why. Do you want to give any light on that, G, or?
About the taint?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of guys that come see me, I always surprise them because, like, if I'm doing a session with them, I'll put a vibrator near that area because that's what it is. And they're like, oh my God, that was the best nut I ever had. It was like, well, that's because that's where your G-spot is. Not in the head of your dick. You fucking taint.
Yeah. Guys, what do you think about the information we just shared about your G-spot being in your anal, for those who didn't know? Be real, be honest. How do you feel about that? Share that with me. It's not only about us being open. We'd love for you to be a bit open too. G, what's your family and friends' opinion on what you do for a living?
My family, like, they don't really approve. Well, only one family member knows, and she doesn't approve at all. But my friends, they love what I do. They support everything.
They accept you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they accept me.
Beautiful thing. What are your thoughts on sacred morality? Let's go there just a little bit. I don't know what your background is, if you're Christian, atheist, not other spiritual, but for some people, they would, and I'm just saying some, it would be a very immoral thing to have, be a porn star, and in that industry, in regards to, how a woman should conduct herself, how we should act. No different to men, but women have, higher demands on how we should conduct ourselves. What's your thoughts? How does your spirit ride havoc in you about the lifestyle you've chosen?
No, actually, I'm freer than the average human being. Like,
wow.
Not everyone cannot sit here and they don't watch porn. Everyone watches porn. I was just bold enough to make it, so now you watch it.
I don't think everyone does, but a lot of us do. We can't say everyone, but a lot of us do.
A lot of fucking people watch porn, so to sit here and be like, oh, you do porn, but you watch porn. So what makes me different?
Yeah. I was going to talk about that. So as you're on that note, porn has become extremely addictive to some people to the point of ruin, honestly, where they are addicted. It's ruined some relationships for the woman's catching the man constantly bashing one out to porn. The woman's there, sexy woman, giving him sex. Sometimes I've been told by a man recently, it's not about the fact that she's not enough. I just like watching it. That would make me feel away. I'm not lying to you. If we were cool and you were addicted to this porn, I'd be like, what? Why? If I'm here and you're okay with me. But I think if I'm not around him, he's at home, I'm in my own space and he's watching it, then cool. If we're having it in the backdrop where we're intimate together, then cool. I don't know. What's your thoughts on the whole? Do you feel like porn can become quite addictive?
No, it definitely can become quite addictive. And like, I was with someone and like they just constantly watched porn, and it was so annoying because I felt the same way. It was like, why are you watching this if I'm right here? Like, what is the point of that? He's like, I just like watching porn. And it was like, I hear you. And at the time, I was still, even as a porn star, it's like, why? I'm right here.
And what we're going to do is, if you have the time, I'm hoping, is I'm going to ask you one more question. We're going to have to log off because Instagram gives us a time limit. It's actually extended. It's been about an hour and a half. People are loving this live so much, apparently. How do you feel about returning back for a brief part 2, Gizelle?
That's fine.
Yeah. Guys, how do you feel about returning back in the next 2 minutes for part 2? If I don't see any hearts, then I'm going to think you don't want to come back. So let us know what's good. Send us some hearts in the comments box. I'm going to add my own heart, for how much we love G, okay? And before I close down, I'm going to read quick comments because once I post a live, it does not remain on my page, the actual comments. So I'm going to read it very quickly. And once I add the post on my page, please add as much comments as you can on my direct page about how you felt about this live. And of course, go ahead and support Gizelle and her brand. Crown Jewel says, can't escape porn. Sandy says, I have said this so many times, you have to learn them to earn them. I love that when you say that. Yeah, dope, sexy ladies. Thank you. Let's click off. I'm going to pin part 2. Stay with us, okay? And we'll be back. And well, G's going to have a couple of tricks for us she would like to share, as well as a few more questions as we wind down the live. Thank you so much. See you in 2 minutes.